Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. My name is FPL Meerkat and today I've got my Game Week 36 team selection for you guys. Before I get into that, let's quickly go over what happened in Game Week 35. I took a 20-point hit, okay? I was on a -16 in the previous team selection. I ended up upgrading that to a -20. I honestly can't remember every single individual transfer that I made, and I've got to make this video very quickly because the deadline is in 3 hours' time. So I need to wrap up this video and basically get it out for you guys. So yeah, I did 7 transfers in total for a -20. I got in the likes of Isak, Jackson, Fernandes came into the team, Gordon, Cher, Petrovic, and Porro. Those were the 7 players that came into the team, and it nearly got me a green arrow, to be honest. I was very, very close. The biggest error I made this game week was benching Havertz for Haaland in the last second. I'm pretty sure I was starting Havertz in the team selection previously. And yeah, I took another -4 to get in Jackson to play him, which meant benching Havertz. I was benching Haaland literally 1 second before the deadline. I switched it, and yeah, that cost me 8 points. Pretty painful that Havertz did so well. He was my joint highest scoring player as well. So that was a little bit annoying, but most of the hits paid off. Fernandes coming in for 4 paid off the hit pretty much. Isak definitely paid off the hit coming in for Darwin. Gordon paid off the hit. Actually, no, sorry, Gordon didn't pay off the hit because it was for Saka that he came in for. And obviously Saka got a very handsome score as well. The defenders didn't do very well too, but Petrovic definitely paid off as well. So out of the 7 transfers I made, I think 4 of them were good. 1 of them was okay, and then 2 of them, the 2 defenders there, Cher and Porro, were a bit underwhelming. So yeah, a small red arrow there from 540k to 580k, which still pains me to say, given I was so near the top 100k just 2 weeks ago. But moving on to Game Week 36, 1 week before the bench boost gets activated for the double game week. I've currently got my armband on Havertz this game week. Now, I do really like the look of Havertz for this game at home to Bournemouth. I think it will play to his strengths, especially if he starts at striker. But it's definitely between him and Haaland at the moment. Palmer could make a shout for captaincy. Isak as well with a away fixture to Burnley. Honestly, I like the look of all of my attackers here. And the benching is come between 2 players, I think, maybe 3. Jackson, Fernandes and Son for that first bench spot. I'm currently benching Son. I am a Liverpool fan myself. I don't really want to be playing players who are playing Liverpool. It is by far the toughest fixture out of the 3 that I'm debating between. Fernandes away to Crystal Palace doesn't seem that easy of a fixture though, and he does have a doubt as well. He could potentially be on the bench for it. So Fernandes could very well end up on the bench there, and Jackson potentially on the bench just because he's not looked great. He did score a goal though in the game against Spurs last night, and home to West Ham is a very, very nice fixture on paper. So I could potentially start Jackson there. And yeah, the team looks really nice even without a transfer. I'm happy about Reguilon as well. I think Fulham have conceded a fair few goals to left backs this season. So yeah, I'm keen on Reguilon hopefully getting a clean sheet and a attacking return. I don't really want to bench him or anything due to the fact he can haul. Even if he loses the clean sheet and he gets 2 points, it's okay because he can haul. Cher is also starting in this image. We have gotten news. I have just checked my phone. I've not really checked many of the press conference stuff, but one thing I did see is that Cher is reportedly out for the season. Now, Howe has been very unreliable with news in the past, so that might potentially be wrong. I'm probably going to start Cher anyway, just because in case there's a little inkling that he is lied and he could potentially be back sooner than he's expecting. Gabriel, obviously a brilliant player to be starting there, and Petrovic I'm very happy with against West Ham. I do want to set up the bench boost though. I currently have 11 doubling players. That is with Cher, who is injured though, reportedly, and Rico Lewis, who isn't playing. So I'm pretty much down to 9 doublers there. Havertz will go to a doubling midfielder, one of a Son or a De Bruyne for sure. And I think Areola will go to a doubling goalkeeper as well. I just like the prospect of 2 games, as we saw with Petrovic, can get a clean sheet in one of the games and it looks really, really good. Just double the odds pretty much. So those are two moves I do want to be making at some point. Areola and Rico Lewis going out, as well as Havertz. I might keep Gabriel and Reguilon for the bench boost now, just because of the share injury. I don't want to be taking too many hits purely to set up defenders for the bench boost, just because not many of the defenses for the double look that good. If you follow me on Twitter, I will have a thread out on the best assets for each doubling team. I might mention that in my next video. But to be honest, the defenses don't really look that great for anyone. I would like a City defender though. Ortega was looking like a nice option to go in goal, but it does look like that Ederson is going to be back, so that's probably not going to happen. I could just risk it and get in Ederson this week anyway, but I do really like the look of Gvardiol. So my planned move is probably going to be Lewis to Gvardiol. I'm going to bench Reguilon, but that's with Share probably being subbed off because he's injured. So basically, I'd like to have Reguilon. I'd like to play him. But I do think out of those four that I'd say, Gabriel, Share, Reguilon and Gvardiol, he would be fourth choice. So he's going to be first on my bench, essentially. And then obviously we have the benching dilemma with the attack as well. But 7 of them double. Havertz the only one who doesn't. And honestly, he's a great captaincy shout this game week. So Gvardiol will be coming in for Lewis, very likely. Again, the deadline is in 3 hours, so I probably would have made that move by then. And potentially a goalkeeper move. I'm really not too sure about another move because I don't think it'll be strengthening the game for this the team for this game week. But the issue is I don't really want to be taking many hits on the week I bench boost. So I'm in a little bit of a situation there. I will probably be bench boosting with a few single game week players. I think Gabriel is a good one. Even though it's away to Man United, Arsenal defence has just been so good. I'm not too bad. I'll be fine with that. And Reguilon away to Bournemouth, not the best on paper, but I don't think there's definitively a defender I could take a -4 to get in over Reguilon, who is going to score more than 4 points in him. So yeah, captaincy is probably the biggest dilemma I have. But again, Gvardiol will come in. The benching the first attacker and the captaincy are the two big ones. I have almost a list of, so Haaland, Havertz, Palmer, Isak are my top 4. Gordon is next. I want to play him, but I'm definitely not captaining him. And then you've got Jackson, Fernandes, Son. One of those 3 is going to be benched for me, and that decision will come up right towards the deadline. It's currently Son being benched, but it could be Fernandes that gets benched, if I'm perfectly honest, given that Crystal Palace seem to be in pretty good form at the moment. Moving on to the mini league team of the game week. 96 points here from Marianne. Now, this is very, very interesting because I said in my last video, if you watched it, Jared had kind of pulled away from the pack at the top of the mini league. We'll get onto that in a second. We're going to go over the leaderboard. Let's have a look at Marianne's team. The amazing punt here on Gvardiol and Gallagher. She actually wildcarded this game week rather than the popular game week 35 wildcard. She wildcarded this game week. Gallagher was in the wildcard. Triple Chelsea attack, which is remarkable given that they all returned there. Chelsea did keep a clean sheet though. Maybe a Petrovic would have been better, but Gallagher with the punt, absolutely amazing there. And Gvardiol with the 15-pointer in a game week where not many defenders got too many points. Captaincy of Son was 1 more point than Palmer there. A good return. And Isak as well with the 13, Gordon with the 10. All around a lovely team here, and looks like a very strong bench boost as well from Marianne. 96 points overall, of course, no hit taken. So moving on to the mini league leaderboard, team of the game week leaderboard. Marianne is top. Now this is interesting because Jared has been top for a while. But I did say that if one of the other top 5 manages to win a game week, they will go ahead of him. And that's exactly what's happened. And look how close it is at the top. Marianne with 3 gold medals, won 3 of the game weeks and second 1 time. Same with Jared, but Marianne has 1 extra top 10 than Jared. So it's really going to come close. All Jared needs is, even if it's another top 10, it will be a tie. And not only that, but Marianne and Jared are also number 1 and number 2 in the mini league overall. So it could, I think for fairness, it'll be nice if both of them win one of the prizes. If Marianne wins this leaderboard, Jared wins overall. It'd be nice if they both win one. But it could very much be a situation where one of them wins two and the other one wins none. So this is very, very interesting. Of course, Alan as well could go top with a gold medal, and Harvey as well could also go top. If either of them manage to get a gold medal. So yeah, really exciting stuff for the team of the Game Week leaderboard. Really happy it's become so close now. And that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like if you're enjoying the video and get subscribed to the channel for more weekly content. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do at the end of the season. I might make a couple of videos. Oh, of course I knew. I'm going to be making videos centered around Fantasy Euro because I really like the World Cup Fantasy that I did a couple of years ago. That was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to an international tournament. An international tournament fantasy again. Just do something really creative with it, really fun. I'll get you guys to actually help me out deciding what I'm going to do with that series. And yeah, it should be really, really fun. But I'm going to keep making team selection videos until the final game week. I'm really looking forward to the next one with the massive double game week and hopefully a really, really nice bench boost to close out the season. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next FPL video.